say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free, the free, and the home of the brave.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the 9th Annual State of the City Address presented by Eastvale Chamber of Commerce and the great city of Eastvale. I'm Harry Demon, the President of Board of Directors of Eastvale Chamber of Commerce, and joining me is the Chairman of the Board of Directors for the Chamber, my dear friend Leonard Mercado.
Thank you, Harry. Thank you, Harry. It's a great pleasure to be here tonight and to serve along with you as Masters of Ceremonies for our very first virtual State of the City coming to you via live stream. I might say we sure have come a long way technologically. Please join me in thanking our fantastic students from our very own Eleanor Roosevelt High School Madrigals. What a terrific performance, and we'll be seeing them back a little bit later in our program for another performance you're not going to want to miss.
Speaking of thanks, we have some very special thanks to extend to our sponsors who are integral for making tonight's event possible. It is with their support that allows us to host the State of the City and allows us to come together here virtually and share the accomplishments of Eastvale together. On behalf of the Eastvale Chamber of Commerce and City of Eastvale, we would like to thank our presenting partnership, Waste Management, our platinum partnership, BirdTech, our gold partnership, Interwest Consulting, our silver partnerships, 99 Ranch Market, Lewis Management Corp., Mark Thomas Team, Orvis Real Estate Partners, and Staybridge Suites, Eastvale.
Our bronze partnerships, All-American Express Car Wash and Yavitz Companies, Burke Williams Sorensen LLP, Conceptual Design and Planning Company, Dixon, Goodman, KB Homes Inland Empire, Ken Calvert for Congress Campaign, Placeworks, Riverside County Board of Supervisors, Stratham Homes, and Western Community Energy. Our community partnerships, Corona Regional Medical Group, CV Strategies, Galliano Winery, Jurupa Community Services District, McLeod & Associates, Michael Baker International, MIG San Diego, Norco College, Schmidt Design Group, Shamrock Foods Company, SoCal Gas, SRS Real Estate, Western Municipal Water District, and Western Riverside Council of Governments. And our small business partnerships, Advanced Real Estate Appraisals, Albert A. Webb Associates, Awesome Blinds and Shutters, DeGrave Communications, Eastvale Carpet and Tile Cleaning, Fair and Piers, Nectar Juice Bar, Rotary Club of Greater Eastvale, Town and Country Escrow Corp., and Y&Y Event and Party Rentals. Thank you again to each one of our sponsors. We truly appreciate you and all your support of our great city, even in these unprecedented times.
And speaking of great cities, let's take a look at what makes Eastvale such a great place to live, work, play, and thrive.
I would describe Eastvale as transformative.
Everybody listens to the idea openly and they're positive about it and they think, okay, well, how can we accomplish that goal?
So much is getting done and so much is happening.
It's just a great opportunity to be creative and use our imagination and really build out a city that we view as the city that we would want. If I had to choose a word to describe Eastvale, if I would use the word unique.
It's like a healthy blend of spunk and sophistication. I think what makes Eastvale unique in how it approaches problems and innovation is simply that. They utilize innovation.
What I love about the city of Eastvale is it is very family-oriented. You'll see a lot of children running around at the parks, having fun, riding their bikes.
There's no other place, I think, that you can have the great parks that we do and the great schools and have that sense of community that a lot of other cities don't have.
It's refreshing to be able to plan from the ground up, and it's a rare opportunity. Most cities are 50, 75, 100 plus years old.
One of the great things about our staff is that we can make what some might think is impossible happen.
Eastvale is just new and fresh. It offers an opportunity. You really don't get that opportunity in Southern California very often.
Being such a young city, everyone has a chance to put their stamp on the city, and that's what excites people to come here.
Seeing what has been accomplished and a staff that might be a little smaller than other cities our size, what they've been able to do, to me is amazing.
I got an opportunity to be a part of being on the inside of making the city the great city that I think it is, and to being this amazing city that it could be.
People come to you and they want to do something and you go, okay, fine, how do we do it? Let's make it happen.
Here we want solutions that work.
We have a lot of things that we still want to accomplish, and I don't see anything standing in our way of what we want to do here.
We are the city of Eastvale.
We are the city of Eastvale.
We are the city of Eastvale.
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 The city of Eastvale.
We are the city of Eastvale.
Those are super reminders of what makes Eastvale such a special city. But we've really become an incredible destination in our young 10 years. Take a look.
Located 5 miles northeast of Orange County and 8 miles southeast of LA County, the city of Eastvale, California is a centrally located destination in the region and is creating places for people to connect and prosper. What makes Eastvale such a great opportunity for businesses? Let's count the ways. As the second youngest city in California, in the third fastest growing county in the U.S., Eastvale boasts a culturally diverse population of 73,700. With a daytime population of almost 49,000 and a trade area population of over 370,000. Norco College, located in our backyard, has a growing enrollment of more than 15,000 students. Eastvale lies adjacent to Silver Lake Sports, entertainment and equestrian destination attracting millions to the area. The Ontario Airport, located just minutes away from Eastvale, services 5.1 million passengers with approximately 72 aircraft movements a day. The 15 freeway at Limonite Avenue averages 150,000 cars per day. The average age of an Eastvale resident is 32. The average household size is 4, and the median household income is $116,000, creating a strong economic base for businesses to thrive. In fact, 60% of households have an income over $100,000, and Eastvale's home ownership rate is 76%. Yet residents spend their retail and restaurant dollars elsewhere, upwards of $100 million. That all adds up to opportunity. Businesses are already taking advantage of the opportunity in Eastvale. New additions include a 4.5-star Staybridge Suites hotel with a rooftop bar and conference and event center, along with elevated dining experiences such as the original Tony's Chop House by the Meat Cellar and Heroes Restaurant and Brewery. The potential is here. Discover how you can be a part of building Eastvale's tomorrow today. Visit eastvaleca.gov.
Each year, the City of Eastvale has the opportunity to recognize and award a community honoree. The community honoree is someone who goes above and beyond to make the positive impact in our city. This year, our honoree Matt Olson and his company Move Through Motivation are being recognized.
Move Through Motivation isn't a group of individuals. It's a movement aimed at spreading compassion, positivity, and resiliency in our everyday lives. They strive to leave a positive impact one person at a time. Through their YouTube channel and podcasts, Move Through Motivation shares inspirational stories to encourage others going through a difficult time and help to build each other up.
Through speaking engagements, they reach out to the various audiences to explain the effects of compassion, positivity, and resiliency in our everyday lives. Through their Just Move campaign, they work to build healthier communities by encouraging families to join them outside in coordinated event to Just Move. They currently run the Just Move campaign once a month at local community parks, free for the community.
Please join us in welcoming our Community Impact Award honoree for 2020, Matt Olson.
On behalf of the entire team at Move Through Motivation, we are grateful for this award. We believe it takes a community working together to get stronger. Even under the current conditions in 2020, through the partnership and planning with the mayor, Eastvale City Council members, Eastvale City staff, and key JCSD and JARPD team members, working together has never been so important, and everyone had a part in working together. The Just Move campaign was created to do three things. First, create a fun and motivating activity outdoors for families of all ages. Second, create an environment that encourages anyone participating that we are all just moving together. Finally, through movement in our local parks, we want to try to break down barriers and create new bonds of friendship within our community. We look forward to reaching out to more members in our community to just come out and move with us. Thank you again for this wonderful honor, and enjoy tonight's program.
Thank you, Matt, and congratulations to you and the entire Move Through Motivation team. Your work could not be timelier and more important.
Exactly, Harry. And now, as we move on with our show, please help us give a warm welcome to the mayor of the city of Eastvale, Brandon Plott.
Thank you, Harry and Leonard. So great to be here with you for Eastvale's 9th annual and first virtual State of the City and 10th anniversary celebration. Congratulations again to Matt Olson for his Community Impact Honoree Award. Before we move on, we have one more person that we want to recognize as a community honoree. This person constantly gives back to our city without any thought of reward. He has managed and revitalized our Chamber of Commerce throughout the years. So with that, please come join me in a surprise tonight and help me recognize another community honoree on behalf of the city of Eastvale, Harry Demon. Harry, will you please come up and say a few words?
Wow, what a surprise. Thank you, Mr. Mayor, for this award, and thank you to the City of Eastvale for this wonderful acknowledgement. I'm proud to serve as Eastvale Chamber of Commerce President, And I couldn't be more pleased with the continued partnership between the Chamber and the city. This ongoing support has truly helped the Eastvale business community thrive. Thank you again.
Thank you, sir. Once again, it's so great to see all of you here tonight. And thank you for joining us at our 9th annual State of the City and 10th anniversary celebration. While this wasn't the celebration we had hoped for, we are still excited to bring you this virtual State of the City event. As an Eastvale resident, I'm proud to serve as Eastvale's mayor. I've had the opportunity to watch Eastvale continue to progress and thrive throughout this unique and unprecedented year. Through our resiliency, we have come through this year stronger than ever, and the future of our city has never been brighter. In spite of COVID, we are here to address the amazing successes we've had this past year. We are not just surviving, we're thriving. I would like to begin by recognizing the Eastvale Chamber of Commerce for hosting this wonderful event, and on behalf of the City of Eastvale, we are incredibly thankful for our partnership with the Chamber and all they do for our local businesses and our entire community. Next, I'd like to recognize my fellow council members. Mayor Pro Tem Jocelyn Yao, Councilmember Clint Lorimore, and Councilmember Todd Rigby. We are fortunate to have a very cohesive team on the City Council whose goal is to move the city forward. Mayor Pro Tem Yao has been instrumental in increasing our arts and culture in the city, starting the conversation of becoming a more inclusionary city and the eventual creation of a public library. Councilmember Todd Rigby has been instrumental in helping with the Neighborhood Watch program, working with the Harupa Community Services District to ensure that services continue for our community during this pandemic, and also involved heavily with the Corona Norco Unified School District on Measure GG and the school subcommittee. Councilmember Clint Lorimore has been instrumental in being our voice on a regional level, serving as first vice president at the Southern California Association of Governments, and also on legislative matters at the state level. These are just a few of the recent things our council teammates have been working on. I would also like to personally thank each of you for being the best partners in serving Eastvale together and creating a spirit of continuity. One of the things that I appreciate the most is that we have diversity in thoughts, ideas, and vision, which help lead to great dialogue. At the end of the day, we always have our community's best interest in mind. Together, we are helping Eastvale excel for decades to come by addressing tough issues and topics, while also launching some exciting initiatives to elevate Eastvale. Thank you for your commitment and passion that each of you bring. Your fresh ideas, innovation, and commitment all contribute to making great things happen for this community. I'm excited to celebrate this year's accomplishments and look forward to everything that you accomplish for years to come. I would also like to acknowledge and thank our Planning and Public Safety Commissioners. Starting with our Planning Commission, Chair Josh Lee, Vice Chair Andrea Hovey, Commissioner Houston Laney, Commissioner Darrell Charlson, and Commissioner Larry Oblea. For our Public Safety Commission, Chair Christian Dinko, Vice Chair Rob Gracia, Commissioner Herbert Cirillo, Commissioner Ken Fitch, and Commissioner Yvonne Varela. Your roles are instrumental in enhancing the quality of life in Eastvale. Thank you for your continued dedication and service to our community. I also would like to thank our City Manager, Brian Jones, for his commitment to the City of Eastvale. His forward thinking, leadership, and passion for our city brings people together for one common goal. Through his innovative style, Brian has elevated our services to the community through tough times and made economic development a primary focus for our city so that we can continue to bring new, exciting, and unique businesses to Eastvale. I also want to thank our exceptional staff at City Hall. I can say with confidence that these people genuinely care about each of you and constantly strive to exceed your expectations every day. I've never met such a hardworking and dedicated group of people than the city team. Every one of them worked tirelessly when the pandemic started to maintain the level of service that our residents and businesses are accustomed to. Thank you for your commitment in serving this community and for all your hard work to make this city a wonderful place to live, work, and play. And most importantly, I want to thank each of you, our residents, who make up this great city. You truly are the heartbeat of Eastvale, and we wouldn't be where we are today without all of you. Thank you for believing in the City Council and city staff, and for showing up and being part of the solution, for sharing your voice because it matters. And thank you for choosing Eastvale. We have a lot of exciting things in store for you, and I'm thrilled that you get to be a part of this journey with us. As I reflect on this past year and the progress we have made as a team, I'm reminded of our recently adopted mission, vision, and purpose. That is, we champion experiences that engage, excite, and elevate our community, with an emphasis on the word unity in community. And we do that with our kindness, grit, and being solutions-driven. Nothing could describe our city better than this new purpose statement. As everybody knows, the COVID-19 pandemic continues to have a major effect on our community. We saw businesses shut down, people working from home, and kids learning virtually. Despite these unprecedented challenges, our city has come out of it stronger than ever. We also saw civil unrest when peaceful protests took place in our city in response to the death of George Floyd. These protests sparked a new conversation in our community. We are now doing everything we can to be a community where all residents' voices are heard, faces are seen, and everyone feels welcome and safe. We already have community leaders and law enforcement gathering to start the conversation and dialogue. The City Council also adopted an inclusionary policy that looks to achieve equity within all aspects of our community. The pace and performance this year has been second to none. Just a few examples of this is the launch of our community engagement website, Engage Eastvale, the start of the Eastvale 2040 General Plan Update, and navigating through a pandemic while also maintaining the high level of service for our residents and businesses. Our financials are also in terrific shape. We now have our best general fund reserve balance in the history of our city at almost $36 million. This does not also include our recent real estate asset acquisition at the Citrus property and Hamner Place, which added about $10 million in real estate assets. When the pandemic hit, we cut costs when we were potentially looking at a $1.7 million deficit due to the shutdown of our local economy by the state. We recently found out that we are at a $3.5 million surplus, largely due to my colleagues and city staff cutting expenses, and mostly to our residents who were shopping and eating local during the pandemic. Please, let's continue this local support. Our economic development hasn't skipped a beat during the pandemic. In fact, the station at the Goodman Commerce Center is thriving with new businesses like 99 Ranch Market, the Cravings Food Hall, Chick-fil-A, and Meat Fresh, all coming soon. Also, Jinya Ramen Bar, which will provide a thriving nightlife, will be at the Cloverdale Marketplace at the end of this year. We are also excited to see the completion of the Sprouts Farmers Market at the Merge Project. The Hamner Place project just had its groundbreaking for the city's first hotel with a rooftop bar. We've also seen Pepito's Mexican Restaurant recently sign their letter of intent and have commitments for 2021 with Heroes Restaurant and Tony's Chop House by the Meat Cellar. We are also excited for a soon-to-be-named restaurant coming to the Eastvale Gateway Center. These are just a few of the economic development wins that we've had this past year. Due to our recent successes, we are also considering new public safety staffing levels and are in discussions to bring a police substation to the city. During COVID, we also increased our overall public safety personnel to 17.66 in staff. We also saw many technological advancements in public safety this year with our ALPR system. Our fire department now has 2 fire engines and 1 medic squad along with a total of 8 fire personnel. And we're exploring the possibility of building a 3rd fire station in the city. These new staffing levels and tools will help keep Eastvale one of the safest cities in Southern California. With having the right people in place, the momentum at City Hall has been outstanding. And while our organization has grown, so has our ability to serve our community in new ways by hiring talented people that are passionate about serving each of you. We are continuing to create a strong and dynamic team of talented leaders at City Hall with a right-sized organization to proactively collaborate with our community to elevate Eastvale to the next level. We have to make sure we are effective before we can be efficient. And the amazing thing is that we are also becoming very entrepreneurial through doing government differently. Not only do we have great teamwork and collaboration between the City Council and city staff, but also with our partner agencies. We've worked really hard on investing in the relationships to increase collaboration and communication in a positive way between our partnerships with the Corona Norco Unified School District, the Jurupa Community Services District, the Jurupa Area Recreation and Parks District, neighboring cities, and other community stakeholders. We feel that we have never had such stronger relationships with these partners than we do today and are extremely grateful for all they do for our community. As a city, it is inevitable that we will face challenges. The cool thing is that every challenge can turn into an opportunity, but it takes all of us working together in a positive way. Over the next year, we're going to be working on many community engagement efforts, and one of those will be the aforementioned Eastvale 2040 plan, better known as our general plan. As you probably already heard, this plan will help shape the future of Eastvale for decades to come. We want all of you to have your fingerprints on this plan so that you can help mold the future of Eastvale. What we really want you all to start thinking about is, where do you want Eastvale to be in 20 years? And how do you want the city to grow and develop? This year's State of the City theme is resiliency. Through everything that we have gone through together as a community this past year, we now have come out stronger and more united. We're not surviving, we're thriving, and that is due to our resiliency. With all of that, I am now excited to share with you this year's State of the City video. Please take a look.
Welcome to the 9th annual Eastvale State of the City. It's no secret that Eastvale is one of the fastest growing and safest cities in California. For those who live, work, and play here, it's a city known for its unlimited opportunities and friendly hometown feel. From its humble roots as a quiet farming community to the vibrant, thoughtfully planned city that we all know and love today, we celebrate Eastvale's 10th year as a city through reflecting on the past, honoring our resilience in the present, and looking toward the future.
This year, the city of Eastvale celebrates our 10th birthday. Our thriving city was incorporated only a decade ago, and we have truly come a long way to be one of the premier cities in California. It's no secret that Eastvale is on the rise thanks to thoughtful leadership from our city team. But much like other cities across the world, Eastvale is facing unique challenges as we navigate this unprecedented moment in history. As we journey forward on the path to define our city's bright future, I know that the residents and businesses of Eastvale will rise to meet any challenge that we may face along the way. That's because resilience is built into Eastvale's DNA. As a community, we are strong, we are resilient, and we are moving forward together. To truly understand just how deeply rooted the spirit of resiliency is within the city of Eastvale, we need to take it back to the beginning.
Eastvale's scenic location in the Riverside County was home to the Tongva people for thousands of years before the area expanded into a farming and agricultural powerhouse. In the late 1990s, more and more families began moving to Riverside County from Orange and Los Angeles counties, seeking an affordable place to call home and an exceptionally high quality of life.
At that time, there was a lack of local resources, which led to the formation of the Eastvale Incorporation Committee. From the mid-2000s through 2010, members of the committee began to seek incorporation. We had strong community support, but we still had a number of people opposed to becoming a city. On June 8, 2010, we had enough signatures gathered to qualify for incorporation. We were steadfast in our commitment to becoming a city, and on October 1st, 2010, Eastvale was born. I was selected as Eastvale's first mayor in 2010, and it's been my pleasure to serve our community and watch it flourish during the last decade. When the vote finally passed for city incorporation, it was a huge relief. It was a mixture of joy and then a little bit of fear, because after we got through the celebration and it passed, we realized we had a lot of work to do.
Over the years, Eastvale has overcome tremendous adversity and has grown to be one of California's youngest yet thriving cities. Our strong and dedicated city team continues to not only preserve, but also come together to overcome challenges brought forth in the midst of the COVID-19 pandemic.
Friday, March 13th, the President declared a national emergency. That moment at noon, the leadership team was in a training, and we repurposed ourselves into planning what we were going to do and how we were going to serve the community during a shutdown. It was fairly amazing to see over the weekend the leadership and the management team come together and identify each other's strengths and abilities to adapt and overcome every obstacle. We didn't have all the virtual City Hall capabilities at that moment, but within 48 hours, we had every capability to serve our community virtually.
During this year, Eastvale is also thankful to frontline medical workers who have worked tirelessly to serve not only the community, but those around Eastvale as well. Consistently ranked as one of the safest and one of the best cities to raise a family in, Eastvale marks its first decade as a city well known for its entrepreneurial spirit, adaptability, amenities, and being a place people are proud to call home and do business.
We all know that Eastvale is a wonderful place to put down roots, raise a family, and retire comfortably. We have all the tools that a family needs. We have great schools, parks, thriving businesses, and a safe community. We have built a place to live that is truly family-focused.
Over the last 2 years, Eastvale has graced its presence on a regional level.
Engaging regionally enables us to put Eastvale on the map that much more. We need to engage, not only for infrastructure, traffic purposes, but we need to engage legislatively, which is something that we've been taking to heart here with the elected officials in the city.
A lot of people, when they look at Eastvale and they see different things in Eastvale, one of the things that they really look at is our schools.
Served by the Corona-Norco Unified School District, Eastvale currently has 5 elementary schools, 2 intermediate schools, and 1 high school. Just last year, Eastvale was excited to welcome the Eastvale STEM Academy to the Eleanor Roosevelt High School campus. And if allowed, we will open up our newest elementary school, Rondo Elementary, which will include a Mandarin dual immersion program.
There's not many schools like there are here in Eastvale. We have a lot of technology that's involved in our schools. We've invested a lot within our schools here in the city of Eastvale, also within our district.
We would like to say congratulations to all of our graduates this year. We realize that the class of 2020 faced unique challenges. That doesn't, however, take away from your hard work, accomplishments, and achievements.
Eastvale is a great place for students to get a top quality K-12 education, and it's close to many top-notch colleges and universities for our residents. The pandemic created the need for our teachers and students to nimbly shift to a new normal for distance teaching and learning. They show the spirit of Eastvale through resourcefulness and strength, despite these unprecedented circumstances.
Public safety has always been a top priority for the city of Eastvale. Providing the community with police and fire services through our partnership with Riverside County Sheriffs and CAL FIRE, residents receive around-the-clock services to keep them safe. We are proud to report that Eastvale was named in the top 30 safest cities in 2020 for California.
We've always taken great pride in providing our residents with an exceptional level of service. We've always supported our law enforcement community and our first responders. And over the years, our community has formed an incredibly strong neighborhood watch program. The Community Emergency Response Team program, which is CERT, continues to gain momentum.
The big success comes from our residents. Without our residents, the Neighborhood Watch program wouldn't be as successful as it is. The Neighborhood Watch program partners with our law enforcement as well as with our residents as well as with the city to make sure that our neighborhoods are being watched safely.
What makes our community feel safe is having an elevated police presence. I want people to be able to look out their window or drive down the street and go to the grocery store and actually see a patrol vehicle. We released crime stats. We want those stats to be going down in a positive direction so that they can actually have something tangible to say, hey, crime in our community is far less than what it is in other communities.
We are proud that our community maintains a high focus on public safety. We support and thank our police and first responders, especially during these difficult times.
We are working hard to enhance safety in our community. Last year, Eastvale invested in an ALPR program, an automated license plate reader system, installing ALPR cameras throughout the city and on law enforcement vehicles servicing the community. The city is pleased to report that these tools have assisted the Riverside County Sheriff's Department in numerous investigations, including recovering stolen vehicles and license plates.
The ALPR system has been a great benefit and tool for our law enforcement here in the city of Eastvale. It helps to enhance our safety. It also helps our residents to know that our entrance and exit points throughout our city are being watched and they're being protected.
The city of Eastvale arts, culture, and recreation scene is blossoming.
An increased arts and culture in the city allows us to appreciate one another, allows us to recognize each other's culture, and also it recognizes the history of our city. We are proud of our dedication to public art throughout the city. An exciting new mural titled Past, Present, Future is being developed by Eastvale resident Rosemary Tuthill to reflect the spirit and pride of our community. The canvas mural will serve as a visual representation of the history and future of Eastvale. We have also seen a fantastic donation of art from Rosemary with the Rosa Parks portrait that will hang at its namesake elementary school.
We've made great strides to promote arts and culture in Eastvale over the last 10 years, and we're looking forward to continuing this momentum with our future Civic Center. Having a hub for arts and culture is critical to a community, and it's exciting to be part of the planning process right now. We want to add features that create value and enhance the quality of life that we enjoy here in Eastvale.
We have some great news for those of you who like to get out there and hit the trails. Eastvale recently received an $8 million grant to expand our trail system to enhance walkability and connect our schools, parks, neighborhoods, and retail destinations.
Trails allow our community to get out and enjoy the best of what Eastvale has to offer in Southern California. And the ability to walk to school, parks, our future downtown, and retail shopping. Eastvale is becoming one of the most active, healthy communities in Southern California, and we're fortunate to have a resident named Matt Olson that started the Just Moves campaign, and it's through his Move Through Motivation Foundation, and he has the 3 words: compassion, positivity, and resiliency. And nothing could describe our city better than those 3 words. And the theme this year is about resiliency, but it's really about getting out and connecting in our community and making everybody feel welcome, connected, and thriving in our community. And that's where we have an opportunity in Eastvale to really move in the direction of our potential, is to really connect with each other on new levels.
Eastvale continues to develop, maintain, and improve infrastructure through a thoughtful and master planning process that serves as a blueprint for needed resources to serve its residents for years to come.
We are also committed to investing in infrastructure and road maintenance to make sure residents and visitors can travel safely throughout our city. In November, we celebrated the ribbon cutting of the I-15 Limonite Avenue interchange project. This completed project has greatly increased the flow of traffic in the area.
We are looking forward to the start of the Hamner Avenue Bridge Widening Project, anticipated to be underway in the early part of 2021. This project will consist of replacing the existing 2-lane bridge over the Santa Ana River with a longer, wider bridge and a multi-purpose trail in the cities of Eastvale and Norco. This will enhance public safety, traffic circulation, and active transportation options in our growing city. We are looking forward to the upcoming Limonite Gap Closure Project. This project involves the construction of a new urban arterial segment of the Limonite Avenue corridor, which will connect Kimball Avenue, west of the Hellman intersection, to the existing portion of Limonite Avenue, east of Archibald Avenue. This project also includes the construction of a 4-lane roadway along the corridor, multi-use trails, bike lanes along the north and south side of the corridor, a vehicular bridge, and pedestrian structures crossing the Cucamonga Creek Channel.
These investments that we're making now, it's an investment in our future.
City of Eastvale strives to be a diverse and inclusive community, always looking for opportunities to engage with residents and serving in a manner that represents those who live in Eastvale. This past spring, community members gathered to peacefully share their voice amidst nationwide tension following the death of George Floyd. Among the gathered group was Eleanor Roosevelt High School student Alicia Matthews, who found herself standing on the opposite end of her mentor and former school resource officer, Riverside County Sheriff's Deputy Deanna Myers. The two were captured in an embrace that sparked a much-needed conversation of how our diverse community can enact change through connection, compassion, and dialogue. This is one of the many stories of strength and resilience that truly defines Eastvale.
Well, first off, if you take any street in Eastvale, in our city, let's say you take a row of 10 homes, what you would find is that a multiple of diverse races, ethnicities, religion, really make up a multiple of cultures that make up the city of Eastvale. And I think what our cities really poise themselves to do is to make that reflect outward outside of the homes, meaning the design in the restaurants and then different design of our infrastructure, our new development. It's better going to reflect our community and what our community represents.
I think together we can be not just Not that we just talk about how we are so diverse, but also we are there for each other. One way we have done this is through a new innovative community platform called Engage Eastvale. This is a place for Eastvale residents, businesses, and community partners to become more involved with city decision-making and goal setting.
Internally, the City of Eastvale strives to remain an organization that is always evolving and exists to serve its community.
As a forward-thinking city, we recognize that diversity is one of Eastvale's strengths. We are proud to have a City Hall staff that represents our diverse community. And you can be sure that our city staff has been working around the clock to respond to the COVID-19 pandemic in order to help keep our residents safe and healthy and to provide support for our local businesses.
As the city manager, I've seen firsthand how not only our staff, but this entire community has adapted so well through this pandemic. It has been really rewarding to see everyone come together and bring their best of themselves, bring their strengths to help serve this community. The leadership team at the City of Eastvale has set out to create a mission, vision, and purpose and values. We champion experiences that engage, excite, elevate our community with a focus on unity in the community. And we are really proud of what this means for our organization and for the community as a whole.
Another point of strength for our city is our commitment to transparency and openness. We have worked hard to engage with neighboring agencies in the Inland Empire to develop strong community partnerships, including those for law enforcement, fire, education, and parks. In terms of finances, we remain committed to fiscal responsibility. Our balanced budget and strong reserves means that we are well positioned to weather the current economic challenges brought on by the pandemic. As always, we are committed to providing services as efficiently and effectively as possible to exceed your expectations every day, and we will work to continue to save money and expand our reserves for future needs and goals.
As a city devoted to serving as a resource for the business community, Eastvale continues to provide incentives to new businesses who operate in the city. Businesses are the livelihood of our community. The city is always striving to support local businesses.
We have many new businesses calling Eastvale home, and many of these businesses are coming from residents right in our community, investing and bringing their livelihood to Eastvale to serve our residents.
The station at Eastvale, located in the Goodman Commerce Center, is coming along nicely, and Eastvale is looking forward to welcoming new anchors, including 99 Ranch Market, Cravings Food Hall, and the highly anticipated Chick-fil-A. Just this past year alone, we welcomed Quick Quack Car Wash, Which Superior Sandwiches, America's Best Contacts and Eyelashes, and Little Eastern Cafe. The Merge project, located at the northeast corner of Archibald Avenue and Limonite Avenue, is underway and expected to be completed in the coming months. Anchored by Sprouts Market, this project will include a number of unique businesses such as Doghouse, Starbucks, Chevron, Pure Bar, The Valve, Noodle Street, Capriati's, and America's First Credit Union, just to name a few.
During this time this year, we've had a pandemic, and there's been a struggle with businesses in surrounding areas. And in the city of Eastvale, we still have businesses that still desire to come here. And they desire to come here for a couple of different reasons. One, because our residents want them, but then they also see the success that they can have here in the city of Eastvale.
The City of Eastvale is committed to enhancing the quality of life for Eastvale residents by creating places for people to connect and have community. The Hamner Place project, Eastvale's newest shop, dine, stay destination, will do just that. Staybridge Suites, Heroes Restaurant and Brewery, Tony's Chop House by the Meat Cellar, Pepito's Mexican Restaurant, Starbucks, Chevron, and many other great additions will be joining our community in summer 2021.
Having these new exciting businesses come to Eastvale is, well, it's what our residents have been asking for. We are creating an environment that will allow us to live, work, and play right here at home.
We're also looking forward to more diverse and ethnic restaurants in our community, such as our first 2 ramen restaurants, with Yoshiharu Ramen coming to the station in 2020, Jinya Ramen Bar coming to Cloverdale Marketplace in fall 2020, and dessert restaurant Meat Fresh coming to the station in spring 2021.
As we look ahead to the future, it is clear that exciting things are on the horizon for Eastvale. Although our city is 90% built out, we have new exciting entertainment and dining options coming our way. We continue to encourage businesses to choose Eastvale as the location to open their doors.
Eastvale is partnering with the community to create a roadmap for the city's future. Called Eastvale 2040, the city's new general plan envisions the city's future. Now that we're 10 years old, now is the time to ask what residents and businesses want Eastvale to look like when Eastvale turns 30, and then put the necessary policies in place to achieve the desired results.
Earlier this year, the City of Eastvale initiated the Eastvale 2040 General Plan. And what it basically entails is, what is Eastvale going to look like 20, 30 years from now? The best part about it is we are reaching out to our residents to help make up what that's going to look like.
Eastvale 2040 will allow us to enhance our ability to serve and continue to be an attractive place to live, work, and play, including addressing important issues such as job opportunities in the city, housing choices, recreation, health, quality community design, equality, inclusivity, and every improving quality of life for all Eastvale residents. Part of this process will be the design and development of a downtown destination in Eastvale that can serve as the heartbeat of the community. In addition, the city is in the preliminary planning stages for its new library and civic center, which will serve as gathering places for its residents, visitors, and business communities. Maintaining partnerships with our local schools will also remain a strong core tenet of our city, now and into the future. Actively working to attract new businesses and to bring new jobs to Eastvale is an ongoing goal. Eastvale will continue to attract residents to live here, businesses to open here, and visitors to play here. Eastvale 2040 will discover Eastvale's potential, capture Eastvale's imagination, represent your community, and shape Eastvale's expectations.
With all the amazing things going on in our city right now, it's easy to see why Eastvale has repeatedly ranked as one of the best places to live. Our resilience and strong community spirit will continue to define us and carry us forward long into the future. As a young city, we have the unique opportunity to charter our own destiny.
Eastvale is resilient.
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 We look forward to building Eastvale's bright future with you.
Thank you, Mayor, City Council, City Manager, and staff for a job well done. On a personal note, I would like to thank the City of Eastvale for their partnership and supporting the local business community. And most importantly, we would like to again thank all of our incredible and generous sponsors for making this very important event possible.
We hope that you have enjoyed tonight's State of the City as much as we have enjoyed bringing it to you in this virtual format. We hope that next year, in 2021, we'll be back together in person to celebrate all together and to toast our city's 10-year anniversary in first-class fashion at a celebration that we'll long remember. We so look forward to that. Thank you again. Have a good night, and please welcome back the Eleanor Roosevelt High School Madrigals with their special performance of Rise Up featuring soloist Maya Ramirez.
You're broken down.